Oh, yo, family, coming at you just to say the taste of a single burrito is infinity. The taste of a burrito is an access point to infinity. Anything can be an access point to infinity. I really like food as an access point to infinity because if you just close your eyes, next time you're biting into a big, juicy burrito, and you just let that explosion, that effulgence of flavor, let it dance and sing and melt and marinate and fizz and bubble and spice and do what it does in the mouth in the absence of concepts about it. Don't tell a story about it. Don't eat a burrito as I'm just a human being eating a burrito, which, sure, that's true on one level, but experience is always more and other than what we're holding it to be, infinitely more and other. And anything can be an access point to notice this literal bottomless richness. We've been born in a treasure chest of bottomless richness, but we've let ourselves become accustomed to not noticing the richness. So anything can be an access point. And the taste of that burrito, if you just let it dance, if you let it morph, if you let it percolate, if you let it effulge and overflow with all of its glorious dancing flavors, and you notice that it's different in every moment. The flavor experience, the texture experience, it's a living, dancing, vibrating energy presence that you can't really say anything about. Imagine trying to describe the taste of a single burrito to someone who has never tasted anything before as a human being. Where would you begin? You could write countless libraries of books about the taste of a single burrito and never pin down precisely what a burrito tastes like. And there's something profound and instructive in that recognition. It's like, oh, if I could never even pin down the taste of a single burrito, how in the world do I believe that my stories about other aspects of life are fully accurate or could ever fully pin down life? If the taste of a single burrito is so infinite, so unresolvable, so unthinkable, so unsayable, so endless in its ever morphing flavorfulness, and I can't even say what that is, how do I think that I can accurately say what an entire world is, or an entire civilization, or what large scale global events mean in the grand scheme of things? This can actually be very liberating. You can just realize that we're constantly telling stories about what life is and what life means that are partialized. They're true and real as far as they go in their own context. In the context of your experience, sure, that's a way that things can seem to be, and that's valid. But they're partial, they're not fully accurate. There's an infinity, there's a literal infinity of detail and qualities and suggestiveness and juiciness and subtle vibes within any experience, literally any experience, that can never be pinned down or captured or gestured toward by even the most sophisticated language. Even the most sophisticated alien language of pure astral hieroglyphs could never begin to say with any kind of finality what the taste of a single burrito actually is. And that's the bottomlessness of the burrito. That's the infinity of the burrito. That's the bottomlessness of literally anything. When you realize that words can just never come close, thought can never come close, that's when everything starts to just kind of melt into infinity and melt into silence. And you just start becoming more inwardly restful with the simplicity of the naked now as it is. And you just notice that no mind is already the case, because even if the mind is busy chattering away, those stories, those interpretations, they barely graze reality. It's like they can never capture the simplicity of the naked now. And if you look at what those interpretations, those thoughts actually are, you find that they too are this unpindownable infinity of etheric dancing textures occurring generally in this area here. So again, you can apply this technique with the burrito to literally any aspect of your experience. Food works quite well, and you can discover the bottomless infinity of any aspect of experience, which is extremely humbling and tends to move you toward a space of being just less interested in what the mind has to say about anything. It's like, okay, bless your heart, sweet monkey mind. I see that you want to chatter away about this and concoct a story about this, which you typically tend to do. But you just start to notice so directly that everything and anything is way beyond the pay grade of the monkey mind to be able to describe with any kind of real accuracy, with any kind of real capacity to pin anything down or say what anything is. Because this is just pure slipperiness. Everything is pure continuous morphingness and slipperiness. And you can't say what it is. You can't say what it is. And really just deeply noticing that and becoming free from fixed meanings, just really deeply internalizing and understanding that there is no fixed meaning that can contain this, because it's just simply in the nature of experience itself. Experience is inconceivable. It's too slippery, it's too impermanent, it's too unstable, it's too multidimensional. It's like everything at once. How could you say what that is? You just can't. So you increasingly notice that that is the nature of experience itself, and you then, thought then becomes recognized as what it actually is, which is a direct energy presence that's infinite and unresolvable, like everything else that, is really just a small part of experience. And so thought is kind of placed in its proper position, and you're able to more so just open to the full field of your experience, however it's showing up right now. What's being pointed at here is just your experience right now and in every moment, exactly as it is, without changing it at all. The suggestion is just to become more sensitive to what that actually is, to just notice that you don't know what that actually is, that bottomless infinity of richness. And this tends to lead toward a freedom from fixed meanings, a sense of spaciousness, as you no longer look for any kind of final mental answers or final mental knowledge. You just see that this is way too unknowable for that, and you settle into a different kind of knowing, which is just like a cozy intimacy and familiarity with this spontaneous appearance of now appearing exactly as it is. And you just intrinsically start to let it be as it is, and everything feels much simpler, much more restful, much more innocent. That's the general tendency, at least. It's like all the complexity of the world out there just collapses down to this one spontaneous appearance where we always are, that we call now. And then there's just what's happening. There's just what's happening right in front of you. Nothing hidden, nothing revealed. Nothing hidden, nothing revealed. It's fully here, it's fully on display for our inspection, and yet you can't say anything whatsoever about it. Can't say anything whatsoever about it. It's just this, simply this, simply this. So hopefully that's valuable in some way. Thank you for listening. Much peace, much love, much joy. Take it easy, family.